Then you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You ain't got it.
No,
Hit it. Hit it. Hit it, man. Let them know.
Put me on the spot.
Let them know.
Bullshit, man.
See, we already get started. It's already started. See, it's already started.
And my shit don't want to work.
All right, so anyway, so we were just talking about, hey, first of all, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? You know the vibes. It's your boy B.O.Z., the smack guy, joined with my homie, my folks, my nigga, MJ, Just J, MMA is in the house. What's up, baby?
What's Dragon Wing?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
About time to get this shit started. It's been a
minute. I've been doing shows with mumbling, fucking stumbling, uncharismatic individuals. I won't say individuals, one in particular. But I'm gotta go back to the source, man. Gotta go back to my guy. And if you out there, man, thanks for tapping in with your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's fit to be lit in this motherfucker. Just straight off the back, man. Just so y'all know the kind of show this gonna be. It's gonna be some real shit. It's gonna be some real conversation. It's gonna be probably some real debate. And one thing I'm gonna say is I have a real superpower. And I have a superpower. My superpower is I really piss people off. I get people fucking triggered. So, not on purpose. It's just something that my personality does to people. So we can expect some spirited debate.
Yes. You think you get the best of me in these motherfucking debates, homie. You know what I'm saying? Every motherfucking time we get into it. See, I'm more laid back and humble. This motherfucker takes shit to a whole nother level, and he gets me pissed off because I try to stay humble, but he takes me there. So you'll see the realest from both of us at the same time and shit like this shit is unscripted. You know what I'm saying? So we're coming for all the smoke. We're coming for all the smoke.
Completely.
So yeah. And this is a new show. New show. We just started this shit. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Camera's up here. So just bear with me for a little bit. Just bear with your boy. You know, I'm buzzing too at the same time.
You got your buzzo. So there's the introduction. Where do you want to start? I got some places we could go. There's a couple things that's been newsworthy through the years. But perhaps you want to go a trip down memory lane, perhaps?
Let's do it.
Or you want to get into some shit that's going on current?
Well, we can dive right in as far as give the audience how we started this journey. You know what I'm saying? How we became, you know what I'm saying, closest friends that we are, like brothers. You know what I'm saying? We could dive into that shit if you like.
Yeah. So first things first, I do feel it's important to get this off, and that is that this is not like we're not just jumping on the podcast craze, man. Nah, we was podcasting, bro, back before podcasting was something people really understood or did. We was on Ustream,
and we had a big ass camera, one of those big ass cameras, videotape in the garage when I had my house back in the day, in the motherfucking garage. You know, so we started way back. You know,
over 10 years ago. Yeah. Over 10 years ago, we did our first podcast, and it was just not a thing people were doing. You know,
unfortunately, we didn't have the means and the resources to do it. With technology developing over the course of the years, we're getting better. Well, you're getting better. I still don't know technology.
They've made it easy.
Yeah, they made it a little easier. You know what I'm saying? So we're still a work in progress. You know, we're still trying. As you see, I keep looking in the wrong camera. We're still a work in progress and everything like that. But we getting better. I gotta speak to the audience. You know what I'm saying? I gotta speak to the audience. I gotta let them know that I'm into them just as much as they might be into me and shit.
We're like the outcasts. You have your style, I have my style. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not looking into the camera. Very, very rarely I'm looking into the camera.
Okay, so anyway, how we first started the podcast that wasn't a podcast.
Yeah,
we started off in the garage. We had one of them big ass video cameras where you had to hold on your shoulder and shit, you know. And we had an interesting debate. What was it? UFC 100?
It was UFC 100. I do remember that. It was UFC 100. We were breaking in that card. It's like the card of all cards. Frank Mir and fucking Brock Lesnar.
GSP and Thiago Alves.
Was that? Yeah, that was it, right?
Yeah.
And there was some young black guy on the card we'd never seen before by the name of John Jones with the nickname of Bones, which was my childhood nickname. I was like, young black dude, nickname Bones. I'm going to go with this guy. He was taking on the natural. He was taking on American Psycho.
American Psycho. That's why I picked him, because Stephen Bonner was a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know nothing about John Jones at the time.
Yeah.
You know, you only picked him because of the fucking name, because Bones.
I had a feeling. I just had a feeling he was going to be special.
Here, get the fuck out of here. Nobody knew he was going to be this fucking good. You know what I'm saying? So I picked him because I picked Stephen Bonner because he was an American Psycho. He was a veteran in the sport, didn't know nothing about John Jones at the time. You know, so we had our little debates who was going to win. He had nothing to really go on but the name. And I went on everything but principle as far as, you know, Stephen Bonner being a veteran and the American Psycho. Shit, I love the nickname.
And you could say that started the streak of me beating you in fight picks. Way back.
Okay. I knew this shit was coming. I knew this shit was coming.
Way back in UFC 100.
Yeah. Okay. So I got to admit, the motherfucker had me yoked. I was doing push-ups like a motherfucker because he went on instincts. I was trying to break fights down like an analyst and shit like that. It wasn't fair and well to me at all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I had to get buffed for a minute.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I feel like? Here's what I feel like, yo. If you want somebody to really talk about like the technical aspects of fucking the single leg takedown and fucking how to maneuver into a darce, go watch a different fucking show. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you dope fucking takes the way my crazy ass brain sees this fucking world. And somehow I may take a different avenue to get to the conclusion, but I'm pretty fucking accurate.
Yeah. I gotta admit, you do a pretty good job at making your picks and shit like that. But that shit's gonna change, man. It's what, 2021? Is it 2021? Fuck, I don't know. It's 2021. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different era. Fight predictions for your boy MJ are gonna turn around. We're gonna change this shit. So ride with this on this journey, man. You know, we appreciate you guys joining the show. It's first of many. Bear with us. It's our first show. And we're going to make sure we get this shit right.
Oh, it's going to be lit. It's going to be the best show of all time.
Motherfucker got to be drinking Coors. Who the fuck drinks Coors?
People that care about their fucking gut, man. Coors Light.
I care about your gut, man. When you drink, you don't give a fuck about your gut. You drinking the drink. Care about your gut. Oh, fuck out of here. But that's on me. I should have brought my own shit.
2022, man.
It's 2022?
Yeah, it's 2022.
Oh, shit.
It's 2022, man. It's 2022. Hey, man, where do you want to start? I got topics. Got topics. I've actually done some pre-production. Throw them at me. I got it. Okay. So, MMA Vibes. So, how many of the current champions will still be champions at the end of the year? So let's go ahead and take a look at the current champions. All right. So, if we're breaking down like these current champions, the most
so
obvious...
let's start with Kamar. Is he the number one pound for pound right now?
Yes.
Okay, I think he is.
Yes.
So let's start with him. So I'm going process of elimination with Kamar Usman because he just got back from surgery. So is he going to fight this year? And who is he going to fight?
He'll be a champion. I think that.
Right, but is he going to be a champion because he's not going to fight for the rest of the year? Because he just had surgery on his knuckle. He could be taking the whole year off. I doubt that, you know.
No, I think he'll be champion because he's the best guy in his league.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if he fights, I think he still be. But who the fuck is he going to fight? Colby Covington again for the third time?
Basically cleared out the division without even clearing out the division. You know what I mean?
It's got to be Colby. But Colby, I think he's got to fight the winner out of Burns and what's it, Chafaka, whatever his name is. Hey, so you got to bear with me. I fuck names up.
Kamzat.
Yeah.
That's going to lead into another thing. So we agree. Kamaru will be a champion.
I got Kamaru being a champion at the end of the year.
I think Aljamain is probably the weakest of the pride here.
Well, first of all, is he a champion?
Yes, he's absolutely a champion.
Hell no. Damn, Peter Yan is a champion, bro. Come on. Peter Yan was kicking that. He's eliminated. I like Aljamain.
I'm Team Aljo.
I like Aljo, but he's eliminated.
Black delegation stand up. For
the simple fact that he is not the champion because he was getting his ass whooped only because Peter Yan hit him on the ground. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. The adrenaline kicked in or whatever. So I don't think Aljamain Sterling's going to be champion at the end of the year. He's going to give
I think he's probably the one we can look at and say he probably will not be the champion at the end of the year. So, Who else? Glover probably will not be.
He's gonna get beat in his next fight by
who's he got next?
He's got I can't pronounce his name. He fights hella awkward. Pachirievov or something.
Yuri?
Yeah.
Oh, Yuri.
Yeah, he's fighting Yuri. So I think with his style of fighting, Yuri's style of fighting, I don't think Glover's going to beat him. I think Glover's going to get beat. So Glover will not be the champion at the end of the year.
So all right, so we see a weakness here. Alexander Volkov. I gotta say this. That's a murderous division.
Yeah.
That's a murderous division. Max Bless Holloway, Brian Ortega, Yair Rodriguez, Korean Zombie, my man Josh Emmett. Shout out to Josh Emmett. Calvin Cater, Arnold Allen, Giga, fucking Thug Nasty. These guys are nasty. That's a murderous road.
So you think Alexander's going to be the champion though? Because I think he's going to beat the Korean Zombie, and after that, he might take the rest of the year off.
I think I'm taking Zombie. So
you taking Zombie?
I got Zombie.
Push-ups?
Push-ups.
50. Straight. Good push-ups. I know you ain't been working out in a long time.
5 sets of 10.
Huh?
I'll give you 50. Let me divvy up. Let me divvy up my push-ups.
No. Hell no.
I won't bet you.
It's 50. A new what?
I'll bet you 10.
Bet me 10 push-ups.
20.
50. Come on, man. This is 2021 or 2022.
I'm not gonna make a bet that I'm not gonna be able to keep up.
Wait a minute. You in the promo in the beginning, you said you make the best picks and shit like that. So now you scared?
I'm not scared. I'm just
then
not
why
gonna
you
make
over
a
50?
bet that I'm not gonna do. I don't want to cheat you. I'm not gonna cheat.
Wait, if you're gonna win,
I'm not a charlatan. I'm not. Who knows?
Get the fuck out of here. So you want to go? You want to go 10? You want to go 10? 10? You want to go 5 10s?
I'll give you 2 25s.
See. So you copping out?
No.
Yes, you are.
I'm just telling you.
All
I'm
right,
not
man.
gonna make the bet.
Okay. All right. Whatever, man. Whatever. Because I got confidence. I got confidence.
I bet you a shot.
I bet you a shot. I bet me a shot. I got confidence that Alexander's going to win. So whatever you want to do. What do you want to bet? Push-ups or the fucking shot?
Chuck, I don't got a lot of confidence in Zombie. I think Zombie's got a shot to win. I don't got a lot of confidence in that. But that being said.
Okay. All right. We got it. First bet of 2022.
Right.
I almost said, why I keep wanting to say 2021?
Do Bronx.
No. He's going to get beat his next fight. He's fighting Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje got too much. It's going to be interesting. That's a tough fight, though, man. That's a tough fight.
Here's the thing.
Because I questioned Du Bronx's heart, but after what he did against Chandler, when he came back, I was like, oh, shit, okay, this is a new Du Bronx. So back then, he would have wilted.
I would say as a meme. I think testing, challenging as hard as a meme. He used to kind of be a guy that might tap out early, but I think he's shown himself to be more sturdy. He's matured, and he hasn't done that in 3 or 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Like where he's
looked
for an easy way out, right?
So he has gotten better, but I just think Justin Gaethje's pressure and his leg kicks, if he goes to the ground, no question, it's over.
Yeah.
If Justin Gaethje keeps it standing up, his takedown defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I got to go with Justin Gaethje on this. I like Du Bronx. I still don't have the confidence in him. Yeah, I think Dustin can break him.
Let me say that's a great fight, bro. First of all, that's just a great fight. That's a fucking outstanding. Hard to say one way or the other. I'm gonna go with Charles Oliveira in that fight, but that's just a great fight. Oliveira's just so dangerous, man. He's just dangerous.
I mean, his striking's gotten a lot better over the years.
Striking's
so he's not just a grappler and a submission artist.
He's probably
which he leads the UFC in submissions.
He's probably the best.
No, ain't no problem. He is the best.
MMA grappling.
Yeah, he's the best.
MMA jiu-jitsu.
Because back in the day, it was Damian Maia for a long fucking time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Du Bronx. But for the topic, I think Du Bronx is going to lose. I don't think he's going to be champion at the end of the year.
All right. We ought to talk about
that's Usman. A murderous role.
Yeah, I think Israel Adesanya will be champion. Glover will not be champion. Francis Ngannou, will he even be in the UFC?
Yeah, they can't get rid of him. They're gonna have to pay him because they want to make that John Jones and Francis Ngannou fight. But hold on, Francis Ngannou is going in for knee surgery. So is he gonna fight this year or later on this year?
Maybe.
So that might be a qualified. He might be eliminated from this discussion because he might have surgery. He's another one.
All right. Next question: is Valentina Shevchenko a spy? Is she a spy?
Because
is she a Russian spy?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
I seen some shit where she fucking did a flip over a car and ran off and some shit
What the fuck you see? What the fuck you see that at?
I got. You know what? Next pod, I'll bring.
Why are you talking about my girl like that? You just making shit up. Misha Tate used to be my girl, but Shevchenko is my girl.
I'm saying she wrong. I'm not saying anything negative about her. I'm saying, is she a Russian spy? Because she seems like she can. Have you seen her shoot a gun?
This is the kind of shit I got to deal with. This motherfucker don't know how to stay on topic. He want to go on the spy shit. We're talking about fighting. Is she going to be a champion and shit like that? Let's discuss that first, and then we could jump into the spy.
I think most people would agree with me that there's a lot of MMA is the best sport, right? But there's a lot about the MMA fighters themselves that make this an intriguing sport to follow.
It does.
These fighters are weirdos. A lot of them are like weird and strange.
Well, you got to be a different kind of breed to get into the cage.
Yeah, you got to be wired a certain way, right? So Valentina Shevchenko, maybe she's a spy. Francis Ngannou, he's kind of got some head issues. Israel Adesanya, he's fucking cool. He's like a black nerd with the fucking
I like it.
Jiu-jitsu and the ninjutsu.
Yeah, he got that personality. He be dancing and shit.
Aljamain Sterling, is he really even a champion? Alexander Volkanovski, I think he's the guy that like the whoop there it is bullshit. You know what I mean? These are all Kobe Covington, biggest douchebag in the world. And, these guys are a mixed bag of nut jobs, right? And I think that makes this sport even that much more intriguing.
Why they got Shevchenko twice?
They got her at flyweight, and they got her as pound for pound.
Oh, okay.
She's the pound for pound champ. I know I was looking at that as well. And then Pena, and then Nunes. That brings me to something else. Over the weekend, we had like some prospects, and there's a dude named like Azamat, and it was like, yo, you could really handicap mixed martial arts by like the spelling of guys' names. Let's say on this corner, we've got John Peterson. And in this side, we've got Azamat Chimaev.
Some Dagestan or some shit like that. Yeah.
So with very little tape, you would just know who's going to win that fight. The fucking Russian dude with the fucking beard.
With the beard, shit like that, hair on the chest and shit like that.
That guy's going to fucking
Russell
win,
with bears and shit.
He's going to fucking win, right? Like, these fucking Russians, they're like.
Well, the Russians are taking over. Because they're doing what the Brazilians used to do when the sport was young.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're taking over.
Because
back in the day, when the Brazilians was taking over, it was jiu-jitsu. Motherfuckers didn't know how to combat jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Now, although wrestling has been a big main point for MMA, they took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
The Russians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And their striking is getting a little better as well. Yeah. So, but none of them are champions yet.
You stole my line.
I know. I did that on purpose.
Why this fucking asshole? Like, we did pre-production.
I did that on purpose because I knew you was coming with that show. I wanted to slide that shit in.
Why was it?
Because this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me your shit. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal your shit.
This motherfucker right here.
All right, but anyway.
Right.
But is it true though?
Well, yeah. So the Russians are here, and it kind of feels like they're taking over. But again, when you go and you look at all these champions, not a single Russian-born male holds a title at the current moment. And we may feel like Islam Makhachev is the best fighter at 155 and the uncrowned champion. But the fact remains, he is not the champion. We may feel
only because he hasn't fought for the belt yet.
I'm just saying, but we may feel that Magomed Ankalaev is the best guy at 205. But the fact remains, he is not a champion, right?
Right.
So there are all these people. There's, what's the guy at 145? He's got the what's his name? He's not even on the fucking list right now. The fucking Russian dude with the afro. I can't think of his name right now. The one that's supposed to fight Yair Rodriguez.
Oh, you're talking about no, he's supposed to fight Brian Ortega. You're talking about
why is he not on the goddamn list right
because
now?
He hasn't been fighting. You're talking about the skinny motherfucker.
Yeah. I wish somebody was live to fucking help me out. But anyway,
I forgot his name.
We know the fuck we talking about. I can't believe I can't remember the guy's name. It'll come back. But even if, again, uncrowned. These guys are uncrowned champions. And if you look at the top 15 fighters pound for pound, where's the Russian? Are the Russians really taking over? What is wrong with the Russians?
Well,
why don't they have?
Here's my theory. Nobody wants to fight them. Nobody wants to fight. I'm like I said, I'm fuck names up. Matavikic, whatever his name is. Nobody want to fight his ass at 155. Islam. Nobody wants to fight him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think once these Russians become more and more, they get to the process where they can speak more English and shit like that, or at least a little bit, then they're gonna be unknowns. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting to see the process of the Russians coming up in this fight.
Yeah. So are the Russians taking over? It remains to be seen. It feels like it.
I think when I say take over, it's a lot more of them entering the UFC.
And they are fighting.
You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that they're champions or in the top 5. It's just that there's a lot of them.
Yeah. So I would say the Russians and the Dagestanis are to mixed martial arts what African Americans are to professional basketball. You're starting a team, you don't know shit about nobody. Are you taking Chad from Wisconsin or DeAndre from Compton? They got the same stats. They're both 6'5". Obviously, DeAndre is more yoked, right? And jumps higher.
So you're gonna approach MMA as you would approach NBA if you saw a black person as opposed to a white guy, and then in the UFC, if you see a white guy and a Russian, you're like, yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah,
gonna be a champion.
I'm just thinking, just like using simple-minded handicapping of a fight. I'm looking at the Russian like.
I mean, that makes sense.
Give me the Russian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That being said, talking about some of these demographics here, when I talk about these demographics, I just think it's interesting to see like the fight and how it's evolved from back in the days when you had like Rich Franklin and you had Matt Hughes as champions. You had all of these guys and Forrest Whitaker.
Frank Trigg. What? Forrest? Well, he came later. So you letting that Hennessy or that brandy get you a little bit, huh? It's all right.
Forrest Whitaker's the actor.
I'm thinking Forrest Griffin. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I just.
Hey, this shit ain't scripted, y'all. We're going off the head.
I'm on the edge right now. I'm on the ledge.
Hey, we rarely take notes. We just go off the head. We feed off each other.
And people at times are like, oh man, you're racist. Like, no, I just think it's interesting to talk about what's going on in the evolution of sport. There was a time, there was a lot of American-born Caucasians that were champions.
Yeah.
There was a time.
Yeah. When it first started.
They had all the belts.
Well, after Hoist race.
Frank Mir, right? Matt Hughes,
Tim Sylvia,
Sean Sylvia. Yeah. The American-born whites dominated mixed martial arts.
Mark the Hammer Coleman.
Yeah, they dominated. They dominated the sport for almost a decade, probably, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at the champions right now, there's not one American-born white champion.
Damn, that's right.
Right? There's not one in terms of the men.
Is there one that besides Kobe? Because I could see, not with Kamaru Usman.
Well, the last one was TJ. I think the last champion
TJ Dillashaw.
The white delegation would be TJ Dillashaw.
Was he really the last one though?
I believe he was the last one. TJ Dillashaw. I love TJ, by the way. Love TJ. I think TJ is an outstanding fighter, and I think he's probably, arguably, the best guy at 135 pounds. In my opinion, he might be the best guy at 135. I really fuck with TJ.
I think TJ Dillashaw was the last. Matter of fact, you stole my shit. I said that. Motherfucker. You know I said that.
Why
shit.
Are you cussing me out right
because
now?
You stole my shit. I said TJ was the last white American champion.
Oh man, maybe.
Okay. All right.
How'd you like
that? You better not tell me shit no more.
And so the black delegation, we eating right now. The black delegation, we got the number one pound for pound. We got Aljamain Sterling. We got Kamaru Usman. We got Israel Adesanya, and we got Francis Ngannou.
You're gonna get so much hate right now.
Hey, we over here eating, boy. We out here with it. Now, one thing I do gotta say is this. Listen, by the way, I'm gonna get canceled, so they're gonna cancel me. But let me say this. Let me ask you. Here's the question. Why is it that the black girls can't fight? What is going on with the black women in mixed martial arts?
Well, there's not many of them in there. Besides what? Angela Hill?
I love Angela. This is not a shade. I just don't know.
But she's the only one that's popular, semi-popular. If you're not really an MMA fan, Angela, she's a good fighter, but she's really the only one that comes to mind right off the bat.
Weird, right? Because you look at on the men's side of it, almost domination going on.
Well, we got another Clarissa Shields.
She's trash. She's trash. There's never been an African American woman champion.
I'm not gonna say she's trash. She's a hell of a boxer.
I'm talking mixed martial arts.
I know. I'm trying to shed light on the sister a little bit.
Trying to feed her softballs and she lost. And she trying to come over to UFC.
Angela, no, she ain't coming to the UFC. Nah, it's not happening.
So I don't know.
Kayla Harrison, I'd like to see her in the UFC, but she's too big. She's too big. She's 155 or whatever.
They'll make a division for her and let her squash everybody.
Nah. Well, only division she can get into is 140. You can't make a division if you can't find female fighters at her height.
That's a big woman if you're cutting to 155.
Yeah, she's big. She's not gonna be able to fight in the UFC. But back to your question, as far as the black women in the UFC, there's shit off the top of the head. Angela Hill. I know there's one other woman. I've seen her.
Danielle Taylor.
No, she's not in the UFC anymore.
But she was.
You're talking about Danielle Steele? The Steel? Yeah, definitely. She's not. I think she went back to Invicta.
She was the most.
And she got
fighter.
knocked the hell out.
She was the most boring fighter. All she did was like run up and back out. Anyway.
Yeah.
I have nightmares about watching her fucking fight. She's the reason I stopped handicapping women fights.
She was okay. She was undefeated for a while until she got to the UFC, and then she just took a dive.
Yeah, I think she's terrible. But all right, so delegation wise, brothers holding it down. Black women not so much. The white delegation.
That's because they haven't really entered the sport, in my opinion.
Whatever it is, whatever the reason, they're not represented. All right. Here's a question. Greg Hardy cut. Do you care or not care?
It was long overdue.
Do you know that Greg Hardy once chokeslammed a bitch onto a bed of fucking bullets and guns?
Well, that's why a lot of people hate
chop suey.
Believe me, I'm not here to judge. You talk about that shit. I'm not here to judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know I don't know the significance behind that. So I'm here not to talk about that shit. I don't know. I'm talking about Greg Hardy, the MMA fighter.
Shout out to Marshall Dorff. That's an inside joke from the previous podcast.
Yeah, he was trash.
No. We were doing a show, and that's an inside joke. We were doing a show, and then I believe Skip Bazian was like, "Man, Greg Hardy's been working hard. He's at AT&T. I don't know why everybody hates on him so much."
He was with AT&T.
American Top.
I know, but
he was
Greg Hardy?
Yeah, he was.
I don't remember him being.
Yeah, so he was like, "I don't know, everybody hates on him." Like, you don't know why everybody hates on him? It's because he chokeslammed a bitch onto a bed of fucking guns and fucking bullets.
That's obvious.
So I'm just saying, I know it was just a take that I had. It was like funny, and the homie Marcel Dorff was on the show. We just laughed about that for weeks. So anyway, Greg Hardy cut. Last time I get that joke off.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, it's long overdue. He should have been cut a long time ago. They only brought him into the UFC for a little bit of popularity. Yeah, even though they didn't need it, but shit, it doesn't hurt to have more. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so have you done any research for today's card?
I have done nothing because I didn't even know there was fucking fights this weekend until you brought it up.
All right, so I'm good. Let me go ahead and let's see what's going on. All right, so what do you want to talk about? What's on your agenda today? What you want to holler about?
Well, shit, man. Let's get into the John Jones shit. You know what I'm saying? John Jones then and John Jones now. Is he going to fight this year at heavy? Is he going to win a title at heavyweight? Because this man is undefeated. He has one loss on his record, and now is disqualification, illegal elbows, which is bullshit in my opinion, but it is what it is. I mean, we could say he probably has one loss, against Gustafsson or against Reyes. They were both close fights. I had John Jones winning both of them, even though they were close. But what is the mind state of one of the greatest fighters of all time to enter the octagon? What is his mind state? Because John Jones, although he's the greatest of all time, he's dealt with so much adversity in his career and in his life in general outside of the octagon. You know what I'm saying? So do we think he can, you know, get over the hump as far as his personal issues and become that the dominant champion again in heavyweight? Do you think he can?
No, he cannot. No, he can't.
You said that kind of quick.
No.
Like this motherfucker ain't shit no more.
No, he's my favorite fighter. John Jones. We kind of joked about it when I first heard about him. He's a 6'5" black guy whose nickname is Mo. So we instantly there's a connection to me to this guy. Like, yo, this guy is me. It's me fighting. You know, like this guy's representing me. He's from the delegation, and he's quite literally the greatest mixed martial artist we've ever seen. We rarely. Did he lose to Dominic Reyes? No. Did he lose to Alexander Gustafsson? No.
They were close.
They were close fights, but he did not lose. Yeah. And a real champion doesn't only look good when he's having a great day. One thing about this sport of mixed martial arts is it's a fight, man. So if you've got like some problems in your personal life with your girl or your family, or say you had an injury, or just say that day you show up and you're not feeling like your best you. I'm sure we all have gone to work and not felt like our best version of ourselves was there. And I think a champion is somebody who that on that day, they still give 100%. Because there's an easy way out of a fight. You can get out of a fight. If you really want to get out, you can get out. John Jones has chosen to not take the easy way out. And even when he's not on his A game and his life is in shambles.
Like against Gustafsson, because he was snorting.
Who knows what was going on that week?
Well, he said he was out there partying, snorting coke against Daniel Cormier and Gustafsson.
I think he was better when he was sniffing coke. Personally, I think that when he tried to clean up his act, he fucking some of these guys are fucking it's tiger blood, bro. It's tiger blood. It's tiger blood. Like what makes them special is that these dudes are on that goddamn edge, and they're just there, and they know they're there, and they're ready for whatever. I think that when you start to take away the things that gave you that edge, it starts to change you. So John Jones, I love John Jones. He's the greatest. There will never be another really ever get it back. It's like saying, look at Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was great at golf when he was fucking fat waitresses.
Yeah, but Tiger Woods dealt with a lot of injuries too, though. Back, leg. John Jones ain't. He hasn't really been hurt.
The injury that really hurt Tiger Woods the most was losing his family and getting
well, I know. What I'm saying is injuries have hurt Tiger Woods throughout the latter part of his career, as opposed to John Jones. He hasn't really been injured.
I see.
And he's younger. Tiger Woods was in his late 30s, trying to you know what I'm saying win fucking tournaments and shit like that.
Tiger's issues were physical, of course, but very mental. And we could point to the day that he crashed that car, allegedly after.
Well, that was his downfall. Yeah, that was the start.
There was physical damage, but after that day, his performance fell off.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is that
wasn't physical injuries.
Yes. Mentally, that was the start of his downfall. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying.
But you stated it. What separates champions from other individuals? John Jones has dealt with car accidents, allegations, drug abuse. He's dealt with the media crushing him. He's dealt with embarrassment, and he has been a champion every step of the way in the octagon. So that is how talented and how good this motherfucker is. You know what I'm saying? He's dealt with so much adversity and still one of the best. You know, can you imagine if John Jones just honed in and wasn't out there doing all this shit? You know,
I look at the world different than a lot of people. I don't think that. I think, okay, it's almost like saying, can you imagine Kanye West if he wasn't so crazy and all the stuff he's doing? You don't get the brilliance without the crazy. We never get the brilliance without the crazy.
Kanye West is crazy.
I'm just saying, but you talk about Kurt Cobain. Can you imagine if Kurt Cobain wasn't on drugs? No, he was on drugs because he was on the edge, and that's what allowed him to create this beautiful music.
So you're saying, let me get you. I want to be clear with this shit. So you saying John Jones, if you take away his drugs, he's not the greatest of all time? Because that's essentially what it sounds like you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is you can't separate the vices and the bad qualities of the athlete from the good. They go together. It's one widget. You don't get one without the other. The guy that runs around fucking whoring around, sniffing coke, driving drunk, smoking weed, I'm invincible. I can fucking sniff coke on Wednesday, show up on Saturday and smash that nigga. It's part of it. It's all part of the confidence. These things go together. All of the greats have always been uneven. God gives you something great, but he also gives you something to weight you down. To all the greats have something about them, except for Tom Brady. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what Tom Brady does. Like, Tom Brady appears to be almost like a Jesus Christ clone. Outside of Tom Brady, you start looking at these greats, whoever does like the greatest shit ever. Mike Tyson. Remember Mike Tyson when he was raging? Mike Tyson, when he was raging, he was fucking talking about eating people's kids. He told a reporter, I want to fuck you in the ass. All of this shit, right?
He lost.
Then they put him on fucking Zoloft. It's like, oh yeah, Lennox, okay, Lennox. I'm just saying, no. When Mike Tyson was when he's fighting Miss Blood Green in the fucking parking lot, that was the Mike Tyson you didn't want to see. When Mike Tyson got calm and Thon got centered, he was no longer the animal that he was.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
Hand in hand, man.
I get what you're saying, man. But I don't think John Jones needs to sniff no coke to be the greatest of all time.
But he showed you that was different. Because when he showed you, when he did that, when you watched him perform, so he showed you
but
what
you don't
he
know,
needed to be doing.
Well, hold on. We don't know when John Jones was high in the fights. You can't emphatically say every fight John Jones has been in, he's been high.
I never said he was high.
What I'm saying is, so how do you know it's the drugs? We don't know.
I'm not saying it's the drugs. I'm saying that it's the edge. I'm saying that him not conforming, him not being George St. Pierre believes in aliens and shit, by the way. So let's not even act. Have you met Nick Diaz?
Yes. Well, not met him, but I've been around him. What about him? So you saying he's on dope too?
No, I'm not talking about drugs. I'm saying these guys are on the edge.
Well, hold on. So you're fucking confusing me. The edge and on dope is two different things because all these fighters are on edge. They're going in the fucking octagon, risking their lives. So that separates the two. So what is it? The edge or on cocaine?
The edge. I don't care about it. It could be something. It could be heroin.
Well, yeah, of course. I agree with you.
It's just that he was gonna do whatever the fuck he wanted. I'm not talking about the cocaine specifically. That he was gonna do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. He was on the edge. It's fight week. My friends are doing fucking. Well, give me a fucking line, motherfucker. I'll do it. I don't give up. He was on an edge where he was invincible. His confidence was at an all-time high, and without that edge, now we have house cat John Jones. This is John Jones trying to conform because everybody around say, hey, you're going to throw away your career. You're going to do X, Y, and Z. Now we get the house cat John Jones. He rarely finishes people. He point fights. He doesn't have that same edge to him. It's kind of like Tiger Woods to me. That's the line I'm drawing. I see that these guys are apex predators. Hey, yo, and if this was a fucking 1,000 years ago and you had a fucking $1 billion, you could have 10 wives and about fucking 20 concubines, right? Nowadays, you got $1 billion and you got to never mind. Forget it. You guys don't want to have a real conversation. You don't want to have a real conversation. You don't want to have a real conversation.
I know. I'm getting confused of your stance here because
you're focusing on the drug.
I'm not focusing on the drug, but that's where I thought you were going because you the one that brought the shit up about him sniffing dope and everything like that. Then you said the edge, and then I thought you accumulated edge with the dope. So every fighter has an edge because we discussed that earlier. There are different breeds. So every fighter that goes in the octagon or fights for a living is a different individual. Because I'm not doing it. Now I whoop a motherfucker's ass on the street.
Have you ever met Sage Northcutt?
No, I never met Sage Northcutt.
I met Sage. He doesn't have an edge. He doesn't have an edge. He is the nicest guy. So you're saying if John Jones was just like him, he was just the nicest guy? Nah, because that edge brings something to the game.
Not every fighter like that, though. Because Randy Couture was one of the nicest fighters out there. That motherfucker was whooping motherfuckers' ass at age 70. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to pick your poison. You know, I'm
not saying every single fighter who's had success was fucking doing drugs and fucking.
So you're saying the edge is they could do whatever the fuck they want to do and they know they can get away with it. That's the edge. It's not necessarily the abuse of cocaine or drugs or substance or anything like that. It has everything to do with I'm the man. I'm pound for pound. I'm the greatest of all time. Everything like that.
Yeah. The feeling of invincibility that comes along with that.
So you think he doesn't have that edge no more? You don't think John Jones doesn't think he's the greatest of all time? You don't think John Jones? No, that's why. That's why he's going up to heavyweight.
I do think he thinks he's the greatest of all.
Yeah. So the edge hasn't left him.
The point is now John Jones feels like, well, people have found out.
I don't think John Jones is gonna fuck with it, and anybody thinks about it.
He does because he hides behind a fake facade of him being this nice guy.
How does he? What the fuck? What does he hide behind? What? He's still the same John Jones.
I'm just a Christian. I'm a role model. I'm good.
How many times has John Jones said that in the course of his career?
This is where I'm going to destroy you in a debate.
You're not going to destroy. He did the same thing with DC. DC called him. He says one thing, but he acts another way. So how John Jones always says that I'm a Christian. I believe in God. Oh, God is the way. But then he's snorting coke. Exactly. So how is that?
His image, because he doesn't act like he's a wild man. His image is, I'm the perfect father. I am a God-fearing Christian.
But he portrays really something else.
Exactly. My point. That's my point.
So he still has the edge, regardless of what he portrays to the public.
Well, no, I disagree. I think that right now he got caught. Because, okay, remember, this is how we know that John Jones is putting on one image of him being this clean-cut athlete. And Rashad Evans told us, John Jones is fake. I can't believe he's doing this stuff. We talked. The guy he's acting, he's not really like that. Rashad Evans said this.
Yeah.
Now, also, we saw John Jones talking to Daniel Cormier. He didn't know that the mic was hot.
Right.
And he was like, I'm going to literally kill you. You're such a fucking bitch.
Well, because DC said he'll spit in his face.
Kill you, yeah. Yeah, because I would literally kill you.
That's the John Jones. That's the edge.
That was him when he didn't know the camera was on.
Right.
We got to see the real dude.
Right.
And the real dude is
so
dark.
he's portraying. So you said, oh, I'm a Christian. He's faking that.
Yes.
Right. So my point is, he's never lost the edge. That's my point. So if he's faking it, he's never lost the edge. So I just killed you in the battle. I just killed you. So if he's faking it, if that's not really him and the cameras are turned off, that means that's the real John Jones. So he was faking it for the cameras.
No, okay,
that's my point.
That's a good point. But now let me say this. As a result of everything that John Jones has done, he got drunk. And what did he do when he was drunk? He smashed his car and got in a car accident. Who did he hit? A pregnant lady.
Yeah.
Come to my office, John Jones. That's what Dana White says, right? Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Hire a fucking driver. I don't give a fuck about this. You're going to ruin your fucking
That's career. Across the board.
Then he fucking tests high and fails an USADA test.
That's across the board.
Okay,
I mean, athletes.
So then he fails an USADA test. Like, yo, dude. And then he fails a second USADA test. It was fucking gas station dick pills. Then he tests positive, fucking sniffing cocaine. And then he fucking gets arrested for fighting his baby mama. He's gotten caught so many times that now he's trying
because he knows he can get away with it.
No, he's not getting away with it anymore, which is why he's trying.
John Jones had never served any real jail time.
When was the last time he fought?
It don't matter. No, when the last time he fought? That's because of John Jones. He wants to bulk up because he's going from lightweight to heavyweight. No, he's not. It's not because of the UFC. It's not letting him fight.
Well,
it's not because the UFC not letting John Jones fight. That's suicide, not letting one of the best fighters fight.
Dana White doesn't like him, so Dana White doesn't give a fuck.
Man.
That's another subject.
And here's the thing. Dana White, shout out to Dana White, my favorite white boy.
Josh Emmett, my favorite white boy. Anyway, John Jones wanted to fight Francis Ngannou. They never wanted to pay him, so he walked away. The reason John Jones isn't fighting is because Dana White didn't want to pay him. Not because they're holding him from fighting. He took himself out the game.
Whoa. So you saying John Jones is not fighting because he's not getting paid?
Yes.
No. That's not what's going on.
Did you miss that whole episode where John Jones says, I will not be fighting in the UFC because they don't want to pay me?
No.
This is not I have weird conspiracy theories. This is not one of them. From his own words, he says, I want to fight Francis, but they got to pay me. If they don't pay me. He even went and got the dude from Golden Boy Promotions to represent him. To be his representative to make the fight happen.
Okay, so first of all, this is controversy on who he's going to fight, either Ngannou or Stipe, right? John Jones said he wanted to get bulked up. I think John Jones is going to fight this year. I don't think that Dana White is holding out on money with John Jones at all, but I think John Jones will probably end up fighting Stipe. He's not going to fight Francis Ngannou for the first fight in the heavyweight. This is not going to happen.
Hey, by the way, shout out to Lock of the Night. I posted the wrong link. I really did post the wrong. Oh my goodness! I'm like, nobody jumping on that. I posted the wrong goddamn link, guys.
Oh, well, then nobody's watching this shit on mine.
I posted the wrong link. Shout out to Locker tonight, man. He just let me know, hey, man.
So we've been doing this shit all night.
People still check it out. That was letting people in the studio. That's all good. It was just letting people in the studio.
Like I said, this is new. This is the first show.
Man, I'll figure this out. They'll have to watch it not live. Watch it out live. It's all good. It's all good. Matter of fact, I have a homie from England who I wanted to talk to about the fights, but I don't see him. Anyway, so we can agree to disagree about John Jones. I think what made John Jones great was that edge. I think certain athletes need that edge. They got to be on the edge, whatever the edge may be. You know what I mean? Some people need certain things. I don't want to talk about Bill Cosby, but anyway, we'll keep it moving. Let's talk about this card. Yeah. You want to talk about the card?
Let's talk about it.
All right. Great card. Great card. Fantastic card. I love the prospects. Alexander Volkov versus Tom Aspinall. Hell of a fight. Tom Aspinall is one of my favorite prospects in the entire UFC. Hot take. Not feeling that hot take or what?
Well, I think I got him to win. I think no time is done. You know what I'm saying? I think ever since he lost to DC in his championship fight, he hasn't been the same fighter. He was knocking motherfuckers out back in the day. You know, so I got Tom Aspinall in that fight.
Tom
TKO.
Aspinall. Hey, and they're over in this neck of the woods. They're across the pond. I do like Tom Aspinall in that fight. Look at this fight. This card is lit. Oh my God, this card is fucking lit, bro. These fucking British prospects always bring it. I love the British prospects. They bring it. Arnold Allen, Dan Hooker. Who you got here?
I got Dan Hooker. I like Dan. I like Dan Hooker for the non-big fights. And this ain't a big fight. This is it's a good crowd pleaser, but Dan Hooker wilts. I mean, unfortunately, he wilts in like the big fights, like big name fighters. I got him in this fight though.
So, all right. So why do you have Dan Hooker? Let me tell you. You tell me, why do you have Dan Hooker?
Well, because I mean, the dude's fought better competition. He's fought better competition now. You know, that's number one. And number two, the boy comes. He comes. I like his body shots. You know, he's got decent kicks, and he just come. I like his tenacity. So,
Pause.
What?
Go.
No, that's it. That's why.
All right. So for me, and this is hilarious here, by the way. For me, I like Arnold Allen. I give Arnold Allen a shot. First of all, shout out to Max Betts. You know what I'm saying? Max Betts. They are not a sponsor of the show, but they are a friend of the show, Max Betts. So if you want to put your bets in, you can mess with Max Betts. Let me go ahead and post this link for people to actually come watch the show right here. Go ahead. But if I'm betting on a fight, the main thing I'm looking at is who is the better grappler wrestler. And in this fight, Arnold Allen is an outstanding grappler, right? Because I don't think this fight is going to be fought. So, so it's a tale of two fights, right? If this fight is fought at a distance and Arnold Allen has to stand and bang with Dan Hooker, then Dan Hooker is going to take him apart.
But you underestimated his grappling.
But if Arnold Allen, no, I'm not underestimating his grappling because Arnold Allen is one of the better grapplers.
I'm talking about Dan Hooker's grappling. I'm
not underestimating. I'm telling you how good of a grappler Arnold Allen is.
Yeah, but
Arnold Allen is an outstanding grappler. You might be sleeping on Arnold Allen.
But
you might got him fucked up.
It starts standing up, man, and the competition that Dan Hooker's face is way better than
every fight starts standing up. So every single fight that Khabib Nurmagomedov started standing up, right?
No, but they were scared.
No?
Well, yeah, no. What I'm saying is they were scared of the Eagles' takedown.
But the fight started standing up.
Yeah, but it's a difference. If your takedown is so fucking good, you're striking. The person striking ain't shit. I mean, hence Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor got one of the best strikings in the MMA, and he couldn't do shit. He couldn't do nothing because he was scared to get. So he couldn't really get into his striking because of the. Look at Dustin Poirier. He couldn't get into his striking really because he was scared of the takedown from Dupont. So a guy's great takedown can somewhat eliminate a guy's striking. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm sorry, yeah, you're striking because of the fact that he's scared to get taken down.
Well, that's exactly why I'm saying that Arnold Allen is actually a good look here.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that good. As far as, like I said, the competition that Dan Hooker's faced.
Well, that is true. That is true. That is true.
So we're going to see. I think him being a veteran of the sport is going to determine the outcome of this game.
I think that Dan Hooker is probably the favorite in this fight, right? So safe to say he's the favorite, right? That being the case, though, stop sharing the screen there. If it was even money, you're taking Dan Hooker. But let me see what the odds are for this fight.
See, now you're doing too much.
No, I don't know shit about.
I don't know shit about betting and odds.
I'm going to teach you about this. This is going to be
a
recurring theme. This is going to be a recurring thing. It's going to be a recurring thing. So I'm going to, because I do have a question. See people from there. There's my folks right there. I just want to know who you think is really going to win, and how confident are you in Arnold Allen?
Well, I'm just about confident in him as you were in making our fucking first bet of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Because I wasn't super confident in that one.
Yeah, I know.
So you're not that confident in that, is what you're saying then.
Well, what are you asking? What are you proposing?
Oh, shit. Arnold Allen is actually the favorite in this fight. He's minus 119. What that means is you got to bet $119 to win $100.
Yeah, you're speaking gibberish. You're speaking foreign language. You know, that don't make no sense. Why would I bet that? I'm not getting really nothing back in return. That's stupid. How much more money am I getting back?
So Dan Hooker's actually the underdog in this fight. So,
yeah, I know.
So I thought that I'd be getting some plus money on Arnold Allen, but the bookies seem to believe that Arnold Allen is the superior horse in this race here. Interesting. Shout out to matchbets.com, a game changer. Going back to the next fight we're going to be looking at here. Hey, before we go here, let's take a look at some shit, man. Yeah. Patty how do you say the guy's name? Patty Pimblett. Mm-hmm. I was going to say Patty Houlihan. Patty Pimblett. How you feeling about that guy? Have you watched him fight?
Yeah, I like him. He's young. He just goes forward. I think if he gets somebody that's really a striker, he's gonna get laid on his ass. He keeps his hands low. He fights like this. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is he fighting anyway?
Who is he fighting? He's fighting against Kazua Vargas and who is it? The guy's Rodrigo Vargas. He's minus 500. That means you would have to bet $511 on Patty Pimblett to win $100.
Yeah, see, that's stupid.
That is almost unbettable.
That's
right. That is almost unbettable.
That's what gamble responsibly, kids. I mean, that makes no fucking sense. I'm not spending that $500 just to get back $100. That's stupid.
Well, I think you might want to parlay him with another guy.
I don't even know what the fuck a parlay is.
Hey, man, can you kind of go with the flow?
I'm just keeping shit real. Right, I don't know what the fuck a parlay is.
Shout out to MMA Crazy, but let's go ahead and take a look at there was some funk that happened earlier.
Patty got a little bitch slap right there, though.
Ilya, Superior, Patty.
Fuck you, bitch. That's his favorite word. Fuck you, bitch. Look. Here comes right cross. Oh! Patty took it though.
Oh, yeah, they kind of lacking.
Yeah. Well, it looked like it was 5 against 1 right there.
Yeah,
though.
they kind of lacking. What does he say? Hold on. I warned you. This is what happens when you disrespect me and my country. You saw me and you wanted to greet me because you're shit, because you shit your pants, and you should thank my team because
wasn't for them separating me, I would have taken your head off. See, this is why motherfuckers is shit talking, man, is totally disrespectful now. It's on a whole nother. You're talking about people's kids, you're talking about religion, talking about country. You know, kind of started. No. I think the bad man started that shit. Chael Sonnen started that shit.
Chael Sonnen did kind of birth that, right?
Yeah, he did. But I don't think he talked about kids. I think he talked about country.
He talked about people.
And then Bisman did the same thing by taking what's his name's flag and wiping his ass with it, the Cuban flag or some shit like that.
What does Patty the Batty say? 6 versus 1, and you's never done nothing, gringo bitches. The way that guy talks is hilarious to me. He's post the video, lad. If you have the footage, let's show the world you're coming at me and me standing my ground against a full firm 6 of you, and then you throwing shots that I slip and bounce a hand sanitizer off your head.
That's really good. That's good. That's good.
Oh man, good stuff. That'd be a really good fight. That'd be a really good fight.
That's good.
Patty the Batty versus Ilya. I think Patty the Batty is special. I think
there's a lot of hype on his name, but I don't. It's to be determined right now, man. I don't
know, man. I think he's special.
Yeah, he looks good, but you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Not buying the hype.
Huh?
Not buying the hype.
I'm not going to jump on the train just yet. I think he has talent, but I'm not one of those dudes that's going to, you know, jump right into it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You
know me. I like to be early.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's talk about one last thing before we bounce off. Let's talk about that Joe Rogan, because I know you wanted to get into that.
I'm about to get into it.
Let's get into that shit.
Let's talk about the word nigger. All right?
Okay.
Let's talk about.
Okay. Is it with the ER or the A? Which one are we going to talk about? Because there's a difference.
Well, let's play the video and then we'll decide which one we want to talk about.
No. The nigger thing.
Yes. Okay,
saying the
so
word nigger. I already said nigger. Just like nigger. Saying nigger. She's calling you a nigger. It's like this.
So hold on, pause it. So we got to keep this. So this is Joe Rogan. I know I'm informing the public. So this is Joe Rogan, who dealt with a lot of controversy because of the fact he used the N-word with the ER. I don't say the word. He says the word like in his sleep. I don't use the word. Did I used to use the word? Yeah, when I was young, I used to use the word. But anyway, so this is a controversy Joe Rogan has dealt with. And it seems like anybody who uses the N-word is racist. I don't believe that. I don't think Joe Rogan is racist.
No. Let's just watch the video.
Hold on. Let me give.
We're gonna talk. Let's react to the video.
Okay.
Let's react to the video.
Nigger. There should be a word like nigger, especially the word nigger. That's our nigger. About niggers. He says nigger. Guy, a nigger. And then our niggers start saying nigger. Allowed to use the word nigger. Without the word nigger, see nigger, word nigger. Say nigger, and you couldn't say nigger. Most nigger.
He takes us there. We get out. And we're giggling. Oh, here's the Planet of the Apes. We walked into Planet of the Apes.
That was funny though.
Africa, we walked in the door, and there was no white people. I'm making this video to talk about the most regretful and shameful thing that I've ever had to talk about publicly. There's a video that's out. That's a compilation of me saying the N-word.
Yes. All right. So kind of heavy on the content. And
it's funny how he says N-word, but he was using it the whole time in the video.
It jumps out at you, right? It does jump out at you. It jumps out at you.
I like Joe Rogan.
Here's the thing. How do you feel? So you don't use the N-word. I do. I don't say nigger.
Right. There's a difference.
I say nigga. I say nigga a lot.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
I think nigga's a good word. Cool word. It's a word that
it's a term. See what black people, what we always do, we turn things around and we make it better.
Yes.
You know, so that's what we did with the word. It's a term of endearment.
It is.
In the black community.
Yeah. And so I just think that's interesting. I don't know why Joe felt like he had to say, like there he says the N-word.
Right.
But on the show, he said nigger.
Right. Because he got hit with all that fucking negative media shit. That's why he said
why
N-word.
did he need to be hit with the negative media
Because
shit.
of the time we're living in now, Bones. It's
No,
a different time.
No, but why did you ever feel that it was a good idea to use the word nigger?
That's something you're gonna have to ask him. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the thing. Like, it wasn't cool to say nigger when I
Now,
was.
if he would have said that with the A, I wouldn't trip over too much. But the fact he said it with the hard ER,
yeah,
that's what stuck to me.
I rarely say nigger. Like,
I've never
really.
said the ER.
Really?
Never.
I'm uncomfortable. Even now saying it, like, I get a feeling in the people like it's an ugly word. It's a very ugly word. As a black person saying the word,
It is.
It's very ugly. So I don't know what was missing inside of Joe Rogan.
So anytime I hear a white person or person that is not black that use the word with the ER attached to it, I consider them racist.
So you
that right off the bat, because the N word with the A is more of something that we materialize in the black community. Rap song. That's what pissed me off, because when they say black people use it all the time, no, motherfucker, black people don't use the ER, motherfucking rap song. They use the A. So don't bring the two together, because they're not the same. I hate when people try to, well, rappers do it. No, motherfucker, they don't use that word. They use a different word. So stop saying that shit. That's what pisses me off. So I just think when people use the ER, I put them in the class as racist. That can be a racist.
That's a different conversation. Okay, so
it's the same. It's pretty much the same.
Well, okay, so all right. Well, then what you're saying? Well, maybe it's not a different conversation. Maybe it is the same. So you're saying that you believe Joe Rogan to be a racist?
I don't think he's a racist.
But you just said that.
I said my thinking when I hear people use that word.
Yeah.
Yes, my initial thought is I think they are racist. But I don't for a fact 100%. I don't know if Joe Rogan is racist.
Well,
I don't think he is.
No.
I don't think he is. But when I hear just an average person, I've got to know Joe Rogan through obviously MMA and everything like that. So I feel like I don't know him, but I like him.
And we like him.
Right. Now, if I see an individual I've never met just screaming the word towards black individuals, I'm gonna assume if he said with the A,
of course,
yeah, that's what I mean.
So let's bring it back. So let's bring it back to Joe. So I want to talk about the mindset that led. So this was confusing for me. Now, Joe Rogan, I believe him to be a good man. Joe Rogan, I do not believe him to be a racist. I think that Joe Rogan, he likes to dissect things. Like I'm similar in that way. Like we can talk about things that most people don't want to talk about. So he's dissecting, like, yo, we have this weird word in our vocabulary, and it's nigger. And there is no equivalent of that word to any other race anywhere. It's the dirtiest word in the English language. Mm-hmm. And white people can't say it. And he's just really just having a scientific discussion about the word. But what I don't understand is, why did he feel the need to say the word? You can just say the N-word with the ER at the end, rather than spitting out the word nigger, verbally saying nigger over and over and over and over. I don't know why he felt the need or why it was okay to do that. Now, one thing I will say for Joe Rogan is he apologized for it. It seemed to be a real heartfelt apology. And he did not, real quick, I'm getting somewhere. He has, people may not know this, I do know this. Joe Rogan is married to, I believe, a Ukrainian or some type of Slavic woman, right? That woman has a child from a previous relationship, and the child is half black. And that's his daughter. Mm-hmm. He has a daughter that's half black. Now, Joe Rogan could have said, you guys will call me racist? My daughter's half black.
Yeah, that card. Huh?
He had it in his back pocket, and he didn't play it. That's honorable to me, that he did not use that. Get out. Well, you know what? I got black friends. I'm really no.
That's the obvious thing.
He just ate it. He just ate it, and he could have said he has a black daughter, but he did not. You know what I mean? And and I think he's like, I'm gonna let my relationships and my real words speak for who I am as a person, rather than giving you guys. I shouldn't have said it. He realized it was the wrong thing to do. I just wonder how he missed that. He's too smart to miss that.
Well, hold on. First of all, we gotta. So those were clips.
Yeah.
So we don't. They're cut up in their content. So we don't know the whole video of each clip. What was the context behind him using the word? You know what I'm saying? So it's just clips, which is unfair to Joe. because we're judging him on clips or certain
I don't
individuals.
think it's unfair to him.
Well,
Because you shouldn't use the word.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Period.
But I'm saying you're right. But what is the context of it? Because you asked the question, why did he use the word? Why did he feel he had to use the word? So we can't go off the clips because they're just clips of him using the word. But what is the whole basis of the conversation? I'm not giving him excuses, but I would like to know what is the basis of the whole conversation
Well, I
of
kind
him
of told
using
you.
the word.
He was talking about the word and how that word is very taboo and how it triggers people, and that there is
So
no
every
equivalent.
every N-word he used was the basis of that
Yeah,
conversation.
he's never calling somebody the N-word. He's never referring to people as N-words. He's only talking about the word or somebody else using that word. So he's quoting people.
Right.
He never uses the word like, oh, we over here, there was a bunch of N-words over there. Or we over there, that guy's an N-word. He never used it like that. He's only quoting other people using the
Well,
word.
he didn't have to. He didn't have to say the N-word.
That's my point.
Well, what I'm saying is, he said gorillas and
That was
gorillas in the mid. That was not good at all.
That's bad.
You know, because you using the ER and then you what people. You know what's funny? This is what's funny. And I know I'm going different, but bear with me for a minute. White people back in the day used to call us apes and gorillas.
Yeah.
They do now,
Yeah.
right? But what's funny is our lips are big. If you look at a gorilla, their lips are real thin.
Kind of more like white people.
Right. And if you shave them, if you shave a gorilla, underneath their skin, underneath the hair, the skin
they don't have dark.
is white. It's white underneath the hair. But yet we're the gorillas. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny to me how
That's a bar.
It's just funny to me how white people back in the day or even now call us gorillas or whatever, but they're more close to ape than we are. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny to me. I think it's funny.
That's a bar. I wish I had my gunshots working. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Shots.
Nah, it's just facts. It's just facts. You know what I'm saying? So
who's the real monkey?
So yeah. Hey, you know, before we end the show, I gotta send a shout out to the Razor Ramon. RP to the Razor Ramon, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, man. Passed away when? Yesterday or today? Was it yesterday?
I believe he passed away yesterday.
Yeah.
One of the GOATs, you know what I mean? One of the guys that kind of changed the game, man. It's sad in one respect. We wanted to celebrate his life, you know what I mean? He brought so much to the wrestling community, man. It was a legit dude right there.
Was he
man.
actually was he a white boy or was he faking? Was he
was faking. He was white.
Okay.
His
He
name was
did a
Scott
good
Hall. Scott Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a good. I love that shit.
Hey, he was great.
He
He was absolutely great.
Yeah.
Real quick before we go, let's just finish the quick previews. Patty Pimblett, love him. Kazula Vargas. See, I did say Kazula Vargas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then over here on Match Bets, there's a different name. It's Rodriguez. Okay, I thought I was like really tweaking that for a minute. All right, that being said, I got Patty Pimblett. Gunnar Nelson. What the fuck has Gunnar Nelson been doing? When's the last time Gunnar Nelson fought?
I don't know. Gunnar Nelson having a podcast. I think he's doing his own podcast.
Is he?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up as I go. I don't know.
Gunnar Nelson. When did he last fight? Gunnar Nelson.
He lost his last fight. He lost. Was it Neil Magny? That's his last fight.
Let's take a look here. That sounds about Gilbert Burns. He fought
Burns.
Gilbert Burns September
And he lost,
28th,
didn't it?
2019. He fought Leon Edwards and lost.
Oh, I'm way
March
off
6th.
here.
So he last fought about 2.5
He beat the
years
Cowboy,
ago.
the Brazilian Cowboy. Did he fight Neil Magny? Didn't he fight
No.
Neil Magny?
Hey, he did fight Albert Tumanov. What the fuck ever happened to Albert Tumanov? That motherfucker was raw. Again, a Russian that comes into the game. He looks like he's about to do some big things, and then he falls off before he ultimately makes it to
Where
the
the
top.
fuck is he? Yeah, because he's on a 5-fight win streak.
He's in ACA. Maybe he's a Russian spy.
Wow,
All right.
that's crazy.
All right, so we got Gunnar in that one.
Fuck, I don't know, man. I haven't seen.
I know, like how do you
Know.
handicap a guy that hasn't fought in 2.5 years?
Yeah.
You don't. Shamil Abdurakhimov versus Sergey Pavlovich. Don't care. Nikita Krylov, Paul Craig.
That's a good. I got Paul Craig. I like Paul Craig.
You got Paul Craig?
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna catch Nikita Krylov slipping? Nah, he's not. That's not.
Nikita Krylov. He Paul Craig. That motherfucker. He'll get his ass with the first 15 seconds of the fight.
Nikita Krylov has terrible nicknames, by the way. V. Al Capone. What is his name now?
I don't fucking know.
He's got a terrible name, right?
Well, he's gonna get his ass whooped by Paul Craig.
I got Nikita Krylov in that. I'd be willing to bet you 25 push-ups.
No, I'm not betting you shit.
Now you scared.
No, I'm not scared because you were scared at first.
Scared.
So now don't get mad. Don't get mad when I don't want to take your bet because you don't want to take mine.
And then we got Jay Herbert versus Ilya Topuria. Who you got now?
I got Ilya.
Yeah, Ilya's a fucking savage. He's an absolute fucking savage, right? I fuck with him. He's minus 505. I'm
good?
not. No, you got to bet $505 to win 100.
Yeah, see, that's stupid. That don't make no fucking sense.
Not doing it.
Why? That don't make no sense. That's why I don't gamble, man. That's why
Cody Durden versus Mohammed Mokaev. Well,
you got to get a motherfucker like Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson type shit.
Jack Shore versus Timur Valiev.
I got Timur. Is that the younger brother or the older brother? I think that's the younger brother.
That's neither of the brothers.
No, Timur, right? No.
That is neither.
Hit his name. Hit him.
That is not Timur. You're thinking of the French dudes. You're thinking of Timur Valiev is a Russian dude, man.
Okay. Well, I got him mixed up then. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I know you're talking about
Tamar. This is Tamar?
Yeah. It's T-E-Y-M.
Okay.
Yeah. David and Daniel Timor.
Yeah. Something like
that. Yeah. So Jack Shore is a small underdog here. Is that my son? Jack Shore is plus 109. I think I'll be betting on Jack Shore. I got to do some more tape study though. But that's a really good fight, by the way. What else we got? Molly McCann, don't care about the girl fights. Mohammed
Molly McCann, that's what meatball, right? I like her.
You like meatball?
I like meatball.
Okay, well, give us your hot take. Break it down. Molly McCann versus Luana Carolina.
There ain't no hot take. I just got meatball. That's the hot take.
Training partner of
her nickname.
Pimblett.
Her nickname. Yeah, well, they got all the motherfuckers on that card. Out of SBG or whatever the fuck they're from.
I don't think they're SBG, but
you don't think SBG?
SBG is a bum ass gym, by the way.
Well,
bum ass gym.
Yeah, they got motherfucking
Crazy Horse went over there for his career to die. Mohammed, I don't got to take on Cody Durden versus Mohammed Mokaev. I'll take Mohammed Mokaev because his name is spelled with the AEV at the end. Mike Grundy versus Makwan Amir.
That's my boy. I like
Makwan.
I like Makwan. He just can't get over the hump, man.
Makwan's an outstanding wrestler. Great, one of the best grapplers at the weight class. I do have Makwan.
I don't know about that.
Look at his numbers, man. Numbers don't lie. Corey, don't care about Corey McKenna. Nathaniel Wood versus Vince Morales should be a fun fight. Dude, they're at the.
I'm not picking anybody with a last name Morales right now. If the motherfucking Magic Man got knocked the fuck out again. Marlon Morales.
So you're saying you will not bet on Hispanic fighters? Break it down. Racism.
No, is this what? No, is this that Marlon Morales? Even though I am devastated. He was one of my favorite fighters coming over. Where did he come over from? What organization did he come over from?
Came over from
not Bellator, was it?
World Series of Fighting.
Yeah, World Series of Fighting.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Joey.
He was one of my
Joey Varner. What up?
Fighters. He came to the UFC, man, and just been somewhat of a disappointment. He's lost what four fights in a row and 6 of his last 5, some shit like that.
He's washed.
Yeah.
He is absolutely washed. So we won't be seeing any more victories from they're on to my him versus Cody Garbrandt.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. I'm done. Let's move on. Let's end this motherfucking show on that note.
All right. Anyway, man, this is our first inaugural show. You know the vibes, MMA vibes. You know what I'm saying? Production qualities will be going up. We'll be getting the correct link out next time because I kind of wanted to take some questions from the live audience. But yeah, it didn't go down like that. But it's all Gucci, man. It's all to the
yeah. We
good.
have a good time doing this shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Bear with us. This is a start of something that's going to be reoccurring often. So just bear with us.
Every Tuesday, man. We going live every Tuesday. This week, we didn't get a chance to talk about the Lakers and how trash they are and how trash Russell Westbrook is and how trash LeBron James is. But we will have an opportunity to talk about LeBron James. Trash ass next week.
We're going to get into that shit.
Anything else you want to say to the people, man?
Nah, man, just stay tuned. We're gonna get better at this shit, y'all. Just stay tuned.
Man, it's already up. It's up and it's stuck. Shout out to having my nigga back in the house with me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you
sir.
know what it is, man.
Yes,
The
sir.
MMA Vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibrations. You know what I'm saying? Check me out on Twitter.
I've been drinking Coors Light in this
I
motherfucker.
am the Smack God on Twitter.
And your boy
On
MJ.
Instagram, it is Smack the God. Just J MMA. My best, the best co-host I've ever had.
Yes, sir.
The best co-host I ever had. Hey, by the way, Gabe, eat a dick, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Eat a dick. Eat a dick.
On that, we out.
And on that, we out.
Take care, you guys.
Fuck that nigga.